I took over Greenfields Nursery the 25th of August 2015. The first problem was trying to find a good supplier. So when we took over, we had all the details of the suppliers that the previous owner had used. We looked at the suppliers, we looked at the sort of food that the children were having. I don't think we were happy with what food the children were having previously. So I think the first problem was trying to find somebody who could deliver food, and then trying to find somebody who was able to cook food for 42 children. We tried lots of different ways. So at first we tried picking food up from Tesco. We then found obviously that was quite hard. Then there would be the problem if Tesco were late. That would set us back, because obviously we've got set times for our snacks, set times for lunch. So those two things would be really, really hard. So I've got a friend who's got a nursery in Aberystwyth, and she uses an outside catering company. So as time went on and we started feeling the stress of kind of having to cook food, also having the challenges of if the cook was on holiday or if the cook was sick, then we'd have to step in and cook the food, which would be really, really hard. So it was something that I was starting to think about. So when we took over Greenfields, there was a cook who had been working here for, I think, 25 years. When she was looking to retire, obviously we started to panic then, because it's quite a hard job to try and find, especially for the time frame that we were looking for. Somebody to come in for 8:30 and then to finish about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So that's been quite a challenge. Since the first cook left, we've had 3 cooks. And we've been fortunate that we found Joe now, who's kind of perfect for us. But with Appetito working so well, it kind of takes that pressure from us that if the cook's not here, if she's on holiday, if she's poorly, that we can still cook, we can still do our jobs. So we started using Appetito last July. It was perfect timing. Our cook was going on a holiday for 2 weeks, so we thought we would trial Appetito for 2 weeks. Because Appetito worked out so well, we've continued to use Appetito. The staff were certainly excited about it. It was really exciting when Paul came in and we tried some of the food, and I think that was what sold us. But because the food was so nice, because the response from the staff and the children was so positive, we thought we'd carry on. We get less waste, so there's less food being thrown out. That was always a major problem. Was children weren't eating the food, yet the cook was spending so long preparing that food, and then we were constantly having to change food, take out a dish, think about something else. So the fact that the children are sitting, the children are finishing their food, the fact that there's not a lot of waste, I think that kind of shows how tasty the food is. I think because the children are happier with their food, because the food is tastier, it's kind of given us the opportunity to present that food in a way now that the children can kind of be independent and they can choose their own food. My main goal is to make a difference to all children that are here. So actually my son used to come here, but I would treat every child the same as my son. So what I would expect out of my children, I would expect for the rest of the children here. So whether that comes down to planning, whether that comes down to the food that we provide them, whether that's the care, whether that's the games that they play with, the resources that they've got, it's all part of it.